What if Kokushibo betrayed Muzan? What if he turned against the very demon who created him? Against Muzan, the progenitor of all demons? It's a scenario that could shake the foundations of the demonic realm and the ongoing battle between the Demon Slayer Corps and Muzan's forces. Kokushibo, the Upper Moon One, reigns supreme amongst demons. He possesses superhuman strength, speed, and swordsmanship honed over centuries. He's so powerful that if the rest of the Upper Moons fight against him, he'll still give them a tough time. Sure, the moons will have numbers on their side, and some like Yutaro and Daki have nasty poisons, or Akaza boasts incredible strength. But Kokushibo is basically a demon superhero. He's faster than they can see, stronger than they can imagine, and his special power creates a freaky see-through world that messes with their heads. It might get messy at first, but Kokushibo's attacks like a whirlwind would take them down one by one with his swords until they're all history. His demonic abilities grant him heightened senses, the manipulation of his 6 blades, and the power to create a terrifying see-through realm that disorients his opponents. While powerful enough to effortlessly overpower most demon slayers, only Muzan and the legendary swordsman Yoriichi Tsugikuni rival his combat prowess. The demon with such strength has always remained loyal to Muzan. But what if one day he betrays the demon progenitor? But the initial question is, why would Kokushibo betray Muzan? I can think of 2 possible reasons for Kokushibo to betray Muzan. In the first scenario, Kokushibo's betrayal would be completely based on the power grab and becoming the Demon King himself. Let's be real, Kokushibo was always a bit of an overachiever. Even among the 12 Kizuki, he stood out as a true powerhouse. Kokushibo probably imagined himself sitting on a fancy throne, with a legion of demons bowing before him. With his unmatched combat skills and a sprinkle of betrayal, Kokushibo figured he could take Muzan down, devour him, and become the new boss in town. Another possible scenario could be that even after becoming one of Muzan's fearsome upper ranks, Kokushibo just couldn't shake that pesky sibling rivalry with his twin brother Yoriichi. Sure, becoming a demon gave him a major power boost, but it still wasn't enough to surpass his annoyingly talented sibling. No matter how many humans he devoured, or how many demon slayers he slaughtered, he just couldn't seem to catch up to his brother's level of skill and strength. It was enough to drive any demon mad. Well, madder than they already were. In Kokushibo's twisted mind, devouring Muzan and becoming the Demon King himself could be the key to surpassing his brother. This could be the ultimate way to settle the score with his sibling once and for all. Imagine the look of sheer confusion and betrayal on Muzan's face when Kokushibo, his most trusted lieutenant, suddenly turned on him with the intent of devouring him whole. Muzan would be like, But I thought we were buddies! You were my best demon! And Kokushibo would respond with a maniacal laugh. Sorry, Muzan, but this is just a case of sibling rivalry taken to the extreme. Once I absorb your powers, I'll finally be stronger than that pesky Yoriichi. But Kokushibo just can't go there and kill Muzan. Yes, Kokushibo is powerful, but he's not as powerful as Muzan. Honestly speaking, it isn't a fair fight. Kokushibo doesn't stand a chance against Muzan. He'll have to wait for the right time, right place, and right circumstances to strike. Otherwise, things will go against him, definitely. He'll also have to play his cards covertly, because if Muzan knows his plan, he'd rip him apart. So what would be the right moment? Well, I found 3 critical moments where Kokushibo could actually attack Muzan. In the first timeline, Kokushibo could attack Muzan during the intense battle at the Infinity Castle, where the Demon Slayer Corps has launched an all-out assault on Muzan and the Upper Moons. Amidst the chaos, Kokushibo sees a rare opportunity to betray Muzan and attempt to take him down. With Muzan heavily engaged in battling multiple Hashira and Tanjiro's group, his attention is divided, and he's expending significant energy to fend off the relentless Demon Slayer attacks. This presents Kokushibo with a chance to strike, while Muzan's defenses are compromised. However, for Kokushibo to have a realistic chance at success, he would need to have meticulously prepared. This preparation would involve an extensive study of Muzan's weaknesses, coordination with other Upper Moons to launch a coordinated strike, and the element of surprise on his side. Kokushibo would also require specialized weapons or poisons tailored to hinder Muzan's regenerative abilities, ensuring that he could land fatal blows before Muzan could recover. So the best bet would be to give Muzan a poison that hinders his regenerative ability. Acquiring a poison potent enough for Muzan wouldn't be easy, but Kokushibo might have options. He could seek out Tamayo, who, with her assistant Yushiro, could search hidden medical texts or forgotten folklore for knowledge of rare, poisonous plants or minerals with properties specifically effective against demons. The success of his plan hinges on finding a way to weaken Muzan's regeneration before the final confrontation. But this plan has one flaw. Not Madame Tamayo or anyone else knows the exact strength of poison required for Muzan to take his regenerative ability. Nobody knows if a poison would even affect Muzan or not. We are talking about the demon progenitor here, not a lower ranked demon. And if the plan fails, and Kokushibo's betrayal unfolds, Muzan would quickly sense the shift in Kokushibo's allegiance. Utilizing his superior speed and regenerative abilities, Muzan could neutralize the poison or weapons Kokushibo employs. In the second timeline, Kokushibo could attack Muzan shortly after the Mugen train arc, where Muzan is reassessing the threat posed by the Demon Slayer Corps following the loss of Enmu. As he occupies himself with reorganizing his forces and analyzing the Hashira's capabilities, Kokushibo sees a strategic window of opportunity. With Muzan more isolated and focused on internal matters, Kokushibo could meticulously develop a near-perfect plan to betray and potentially defeat the Demon King. His preparation involves comprehensive surveillance on Muzan's movements, the development of a foolproof strategy to temporarily immobilize him, and leveraging the element of surprise. Kokushibo also amasses the necessary resources for his ambitious plan, including forging strong alliances with the Upper Moons and gaining deep knowledge of Muzan's fighting style and weaknesses. But things could also go wrong here. For example, the first mistake could be a miscalculation of timing. Kokushibo can't know for sure when Muzan is truly isolated, and therefore he may strike slightly too early before Muzan is truly isolated and vulnerable. Another thing is Muzan's reaction time, and the Demon King's ability to effectively counterattack and adapt to the situation should not be underestimated. Furthermore, in his quest to control every variable of the battle, Kokushibo could overextend his resources, spreading them too thin and leaving vulnerabilities that Muzan could exploit. If any of the above things happen, the betrayal could unfold. Despite Kokushibo's near-perfect plan and extensive preparation, Muzan could ultimately emerge victorious, defeating Kokushibo and reasserting his dominance over the demon ranks. In the aftermath, Muzan tightens his control over the remaining Upper Moons, using Kokushibo's failure as a harsh reminder of the consequences of betrayal. Kokushibo's near-perfect plan serves as a testament to Muzan's formidable might and the extreme difficulty in overpowering the Demon King, even with carefully crafted strategies. While both these timelines seem to be quite perfect for attacking Muzan, there are still some flaws in them. But there's another timeline, where the chances of Kokushibo to defeat Muzan are almost 100%. In this timeline, the events take place during the climactic final battle, where Muzan finds himself cornered and facing the combined might of the Demon Slayer Corps, including multiple Hashira. It is at this moment of peak vulnerability that Kokushibo enacts his perfectly orchestrated betrayal. With Muzan exerting immense energy to fend off the relentless assault from the Demon Slayers, his regenerative abilities are pushed to their limits, and his focus is scattered across multiple fronts. Kokushibo recognizes this as the opportune moment to strike, having meticulously prepared for this decisive confrontation. Kokushibo's preparation involves acquiring detailed knowledge of Muzan's current state, precisely timing his attack for when the Demon King's regeneration is at its weakest point, and forging a formidable coalition of powerful allies among the remaining Upper Moons. Timing is everything, and Kokushibo waits patiently until Muzan is severely weakened from battling the strongest Hashira and Demon Slayers. At the precise moment, Kokushibo and his allies execute their plan with military precision, unleashing their most powerful techniques in flawless coordination. Kokushibo himself lands a series of devastating blows, enhanced by the demon-specific poison, preventing Muzan from regenerating and recovering from the onslaught. The combined assault from multiple fronts leaves the Demon King overwhelmed and unable to adapt or counterattack effectively. In a dramatic climax, Muzan, the once invincible Demon King, finds himself unable to recover from the perfectly timed and executed assault. Kokushibo, utilizing every ounce of his strength, strategy, and resources, finally achieves the unthinkable. He defeats Muzan. With Muzan's downfall, Kokushibo absorbs his immense power, effectively becoming the new Demon King. This dramatic shift in power dynamics within the demon world alters the course of the ongoing battle against the Demon Slayer Corps. Kokushibo's reign as the new Demon King could potentially lead to a renewed and more formidable demonic threat, or perhaps even an unlikely alliance with the Slayers against the remaining demons loyal to Muzan's cause. Ultimately, Kokushibo's potential betrayal of Muzan is a tantalizing concept that opens up a world of possibilities and shifts the balance of power in the eternal struggle between demons and demon slayers. So what do you think will be the most probable way for Kokushibo to take down Muzan if he ever decides to betray him? Do let me know in the comments down below. And what if upper rank 1 Kokushibo and the upper rank 2 Doma join forces and betray Muzan? Well, that's the subject of another video. In the meantime, click on this other cool anime video to see more. Go ahead, click it.